Hey, thank you very much for tuning in to my channel. Welcome to the Paisley Couch, and I am the Amazing Flec. Today, I'm going to teach you how to teach yourself how to do this right here, whatever you call this. I think we'll call this a 4-ball symmetrical vertical palm spin technique. Now this technique can be fairly difficult to pull off because you have to put just enough pressure on the spheres where you can spin them around each other just like that. But if you put too much pressure on the spheres, they won't stay exactly where they need to go and they'll slip in like this and form a 4-ball stack instead of the 2-ball vertical symmetrical palm spin that we're looking for. So in order to do this technique, you want to make sure that you've already watched my tutorials on how to do basic palm spinning techniques, because if you can't do the basic palm spin technique, you're going to have a lot of trouble trying to do this vertically. So you're going to want to start holding them just like this in a box formation right in front of your face. And a word of the wise is you're going to want to put a lot more force on the bottom 2 spheres and really push those together as you spin them around. So it kind of looks like a box, but really what you're doing is making more of a V-shaped force with the energy in your hands. So to explain what I mean by that is you're putting more force on the bottom part of these spheres, while the top part you're just kind of guiding them along and holding them in place. If you put too much pressure on the top ones, they slip and they fall out of place. So you have to use very soft hands at the tips of the fingers while using most of the muscle from underneath. Now the whole dynamic on what you're using to support it is going to change as you move to this position right here. Once you move to this position, you want to make sure that you're holding all 4 corners in nice and tight to maintain the box formation when it's nice and flat, just like this. Now you want to drop the ones down in the front and push the ones up front in the top with your thumbs, and it puts you into this position right here, which is the starting position. Now it's not that hard if you approach it with the right mentality. If you hold the bottom spheres nice and tight in that V-shaped formation I described earlier on, and if you pull them back and you let the front drop down, you get into the square formation. Now this is the second position. If you break this down into 2 positions, you can make it much more manageable and easier to perform. And you push up and pull down in the front, and then you allow the front ones to keep going down and push up the back ones. And if you just keep maintaining that position and keep maintaining that force on both sides, you'll start to see them actually working for themselves and moving around each other and making this beautiful illusion you see right before you. Now this is something I don't use very often in my shows or in my acts because I think it takes a lot more skill than it's worth to do the trick, but I still think it's an illusion or a trick that's well worth learning and putting some time into doing. Because sometimes all you need to do in order to wow an audience is just do one technique just for a small period of time before moving into another technique and offering them a wonderful variety in your routine. So you can go from a 4-ball vertical symmetrical palm spin technique into a 4-ball stack, which is a lot more comfortable for me to perform, and I also think it's a lot more visually stimulating for the audience. But that's another video that I've already made. You can go back in my playlist section here on my channel and look at my 4-ball pyramid technique video, and I can teach you how to teach yourself how to execute the 4-ball pyramid or the 4-ball stack. And that just does it for this particular tutorial here today. I know this one's a little bit shorter than most of my tutorial videos. However, there's not much to this other than the techniques you may have learned with the palm spinning videos, as well as knowing that you want to just break this down into 2 positions. This vertical position as well as the horizontal position. If you can move between the vertical position and the horizontal position nice and fluid, you'll see this particular illusion and this trick come together with little to no effort and in no time at all. It does look pretty neat. Maybe I should utilize this more in my acts. Alright folks, that's it for today. Thanks very much for watching my tutorial on how to do the 4-ball vertical symmetrical palm spin technique. I appreciate you stopping by and taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions for me on what I can do to make this particular technique easier, more accessible for people out there, or if you have any suggestions, please drop a comment down below. I want to help you help yourself when it comes to learning the art of contact juggling. Any and all suggestions are welcome. Please, constructive criticism is more than welcome as well. And thank you very much once again for watching this here tutorial. Alright, and that's a wrap. I appreciate you stopping by. Please remember to never give up, do your best, stay true to you and who you are and what you stand for, and be amazing, my friends. Thanks again. See you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye.